that a head? Ooh. Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. So, how are we all doing? I hope you're doing okay and enjoying the day so far. And also, before I get started, I do apologise if you hear any banging or drilling or anything like that. We are currently having our house renovated, and our house is a building site. Well, basically, we've got half a house, the rest of the back of the house is not even there. So yeah, I do apologise if you hear that in the background, but hopefully you will not. And so for today's video, we are basically reviewing kind of like a first impressions video of a brand new sunscreen that has dropped in the skincare world, which is very, very exciting because when we hear about a new sunscreen that has just launched, we are like, I want to try this out. And so basically I went straight onto the website and I snapped it up. I'm trying to click here, but I cannot click. I was doing it the other day, but obviously, Anyway, and the sunscreen in question is the brand new Face Theory Sunfragma ZnO SPF50. Wow, that is a mouthful of a name. Quite a funky name as well, but I'm definitely not surprised because Face Theory do like to, put some funky names on their products. And so the sunscreen is an SPF 50 balm, and I say balm because it's definitely a weird texture, but I'll get onto that in a minute. So it has 4-star UVA protection, so really, really fantastic against UVA, and also UVB protection as well. And it is also a hybrid sunscreen product. Basically that combines the physical and also chemical filters in there. And so what Face Theory are saying about this sunscreen, that it is suited to most skin types. And now I say most and not all, but I will get down to the nitty-gritty of why I think also that, yeah, this sunscreen is not suited for everyone. But Face Theory do actually say that this sunscreen is suited to sensitive skin types, so hopefully sensitive people out there, hopefully this sunscreen will suit your skin and your needs, and hopefully it won't cause any irritation and also won't break you out. But yeah, most skin types, so for personal reference, I have combination skin, so it is kind of like dry around these areas, and then quite oily, especially throughout the day on the T-zone kind of area as well. I do have acne prone skin, so I do tend to break out quite frequently, especially when I'm stressed or when I've eaten too many chocolate bars. No regrets, of course, because you gotta do what makes you happy. But yeah, so just for personal reference, I'm sort of like expressing my reviews on my skin type and how I found this sunscreen product. So this sunscreen product comes in at 50 ml, so it's pretty, a pretty standard size for a sunscreen product, and it is £15.99. So Face Theory do ship internationally, and that is one of the great things about the brand, is that they are so available to many different people around the world, very easy to get as well, and they just have so many products on offer. I do have a selection of products, I don't know if you can see them just there. Yeah, some really standout products, and some products that I haven't really sort of kind of like enjoyed overly, but that's just with any skincare brand. So yeah, £15.99 is definitely a good price point for a sunscreen product, especially a hybrid sunscreen product anyway, and that that you are going to be protected, you can trust this sunscreen. Yeah, £15.99 it's not drugstore, but it's not high end and it's not luxury. It's definitely affordable, I would say so anyway. So before we get on to the consistency and the texture and how I found this product over the past few days since I started using it, we'll talk about the ingredients in this sunscreen product. So in terms of ingredients, there's kind of like nothing really special apart from the sunscreen filters in this product. So you won't find niacinamide in there, you won't find hyaluronic acid, you won't find sort of like pigmentation correcting ingredients or anything like that really, like you do in most common sunscreens. You'll find antioxidants in there as well. So yeah, it's kind of like you've got your sunscreen filters, you've got some sort of like texture enhancers, just to sort of make the application a bit more enjoyable, a bit more pleasant, but that's pretty much it for this sunscreen product. And so in terms of sunscreen filters in this product, we do have non-nano zinc oxide, which is kind of like your star class physical filter in there, and then the chemical filters are Tinosorb S and also Uvinol A+, which on this channel I like to call next generation sunscreen filters, because basically they are kind of relatively new in the sunscreen world, but they just push the boundaries in terms of protection and just being really, really suitable for all skin types. And so when you open the product, it really is actually a lovely orange colour. It just reminds me of like pumpkins and autumnal vibes, even though definitely Face Theory weren't going for that kind of vibe. I'm here, I'm an autumn gal, thick and through. So yeah, it actually is in this kind of like aluminium foil kind of thing, tube style bottle, if you would like to call it, which I actually really do like when I have skincare products like this. I just love kind of like the indentations I get when I'm squeezing the product out, and it just looks really cool and really slick for me anyway. And so yeah, as you can see, the Face Theory logo there, the Sunfragma ZnO SPF50. So it's a SPF 50 balm which is suited to most skin types, and it's got a 4-star UVA protection and also UVB protection as well. And of course, with all Face Theory products you get the vegan certification and also cruelty-free certification as well. So yeah, Face Theory again is just a brand that appeals to so many people and really accommodating to a lot of skin types and skin needs, and definitely a lot of products. Definitely worth checking them out. I think Rob actually has a discount code. I'm not too sure if it's live, but I'll try and sort of scavenge it for it anyway. I think it's 25% off for new customers. So yeah, Rob, say hi if you're watching. But in terms of consistency anyway, so it comes out like a really sort of very kind of not fluid but lightweight balm. You see that there? Really sort of like being very sensitive on sort of the tube, so you're not over applying. So you know, obviously I don't have the recommended SPF application amount on my fingers there, but just sort of, you know, just to give you guys an idea of the texture of this product. So it is creamy, but yeah, kind of still lightweight and quite buttery as well. So when you apply it and sort of work it into the skin, you can really tell that this does have zinc oxide in there, because it is kind of becoming a lot more prominent in sort of like the white chalkiness of, you know, that sunscreen filter. And with this product, I've definitely noticed that you really do need to kind of like spend a good few minutes working this in, just so it absorbs or tries to absorb anyway, and sort of like dissipate that white cast kind of look. And so as you can see that I'm actually really putting this sunscreen product right up close to my lash line there, and I have actually noticed that this doesn't sting my eyes personally. Over the past few days whilst using it, it really hasn't kind of like irritated any eye area or sort of any sort of sensitivity that I have kind of have now and again on my skin. And so after a few minutes of working this in, I have done sort of like this area, and you can definitely tell the difference, whereas this is more sort of like metallic-y, kind of got that purplish hue to it with that white cast, and whereas this doesn't have any of that sunscreen product on, and that is just sort of like the natural glow of my skin. And that is definitely a downside to this product, is that I really don't think it is suited for darker skin tones. Like, I am fair and it still leaves this kind of like white cast tint to my skin. And also another downside to this product is that it is very greasy. So I have combination skin and I kind of want that dewy glow look, but I don't want a heavy grease on my skin whatsoever, because I know I will absolutely break out and my pores will get clogged and it just won't feel nice on my skin throughout the day. And what I've also found out over the past couple of days using the product is that the greasiness doesn't kind of go away from your face either. It doesn't really sort of like matte down, doesn't really get absorbed into the skin. And being a sunscreen product, you know, you kind of, you know, you want that layer, you want that protection, but there's so many other sunscreen products out there that give you that protection whilst also not having this greasy finish on the skin where, you know, your finger just like slides right off it. So this is a full face of the Face Theory's Sunfragma SPF 50, and yeah, definitely looks a lot worse on camera than it does in person. but I, even looking in the mirror, notice a white tint to my skin, a white cast, and definitely that greasy look. Like I just look like I've seen a ghost. See that it gets caught in my facial hair, which is really off-putting for me. I really don't like it when I have to really vigorously work it in my facial hair, that it kind of really irritates it. And so yeah, with my combination skin type, I personally don't think this product is suited for me. I definitely think if you had dry skin and you were kind of a bit lighter than me, which I didn't think was possible, it might work well for you. But I think even tan skin tones, and especially dark skin tones, I really think that you will get a white cast from this, and I just don't think it will work for your skin type, unfortunately. However, with that being said, I do feel protected from the sun exposure wearing this sunscreen, and I trust the SPF rating value, and it didn't cause any sensitivity and really sort of didn't cause any irritation or sort of like burning, especially around the eyelash area. I got it that close. I wouldn't be in a rush to wash it off, but I wouldn't also be in a rush to pick it up. So yeah, it's a shame, but I definitely haven't lost hope in Face Theory, that's for sure. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this little first impressions review video, and I will see you very soon for a brand new one. See you later, bye bye.